People that do EDC are kind of like a toddler, specifically a 2-year-old. Every now and again, you throw yourself on the floor because you want the newest item. You have no issues disrespecting your parents to get whatever the hell you want. All you crave is to finally get that big old pocket sword that you've been craving. But that doesn't mean if 10 of you peasants come here and ask for my help, I'm not going to help you. And don't you worry, I am the peasant in chief. Hey, what's going on YouTube? Marine X back at it again. Just for your contextual reference, today I am a bench made sheep with the bench made mini crooked river. Looking pretty good in the pocket, but everyday carry type of stuff. There's always people that have questions. Let's just jump into these and see what you guys got going on. The first one, why do you Americans spent thousands of dollars on tools that look brand new but can't afford a quality toilet? Have never in my life needed to fasten that, also with kids. So I'm just gonna say that your broken English has to do with the fact that this is America, okay? We like freedom and fractions. So if we want to spend thousands of dollars on tools, which this is literally called my budget EDC Sling, over 20 items that you must have. This is nowhere near thousands of items worth of crap, but let's just go with your premise. We like fractions and freedoms here, okay? If we want to spend thousands of dollars on some crap, whether it be a cell phone, whether it be a knife, or in our cases, not a toilet, we can do that. Pound sand. Yes, y'all got better toilets overseas than we do. I will admit that. When I'm in Europe, I feel pleasantly clean and surprised. If you know, you know. Who makes the plaid coat that you're wearing? Happy New Year. This comes from user me for and a bunch of numbers. So someone that doesn't have a YouTube account, but thank you nonetheless. So a lot of these flannels, I get this question all the time, so I picked this one just to kind of put this to rest. I wear a lot of flannels from Field and Stream. You can find Field and Stream at Dick's Sporting Goods, or you can just buy it on eBay. I don't even know if they sell directly on their website, but everyday carry has to do with more than just the crap that goes in your pocket. Survival type stuff, prep type stuff. Even the one that I'm wearing today is from Field and Stream. Things that make you comfortable but keep you prepared. There's plenty of pockets, plenty of places to store stuff. This is a nice warming layer. Today in the Metroplex, according to my little gauge here, it's 41 degrees outside. Here in the man cave, it's about 58 degrees. Just got to keep yourself at the ready. You're not a prepared EDC type of person if you don't have the proper warming layers on. Next, this comes from Smooth Bandit. Says, sick thumbnail. Is there a physical autumn headstone I can piss on? Sir, listen, I would not want to get you revved up. You all know that I have just a little bit of contention when it comes to autumn, not because autumn is shitty. Autumn itself is a very good, for lack of a better term, high quality, made to withstand shit plastic. It's great for industry. I'm assuming it's also great if you are like an HVAC person, or if you're in carpentry, or if you're in the trades, you work in an industrial environment where you need your tools to be able to withstand high heat tolerances, have a high break resistance, all that type of stuff. But when it comes to my everyday carry, autumn just gets me a little pissy because it looks a little pissy. But if you like it, use it, rock it. Today I'm carrying a bench made mini crooked river. It has wood scales on it. There are some people that say, why would you have wood scales? It's so heavy. G10's the way to go. You know, it just depends on what you want, what rocks you, what makes you feel good inside. This person here obviously does not like autumn, and I can understand that, sir. I second that. Put it up for a vote. Next one here is from Bay Shark. Bay Shark says, X, can you make a get home bag video update, please? It's so crazy, Bay Shark, because I just realized that I did a get home bag, but that was for a buddy, and that bag is gone. But my personal get home bag, I haven't done a video in over a year. You're right, I probably should do an update. Right now I'm searching for a new bag. So I'm a big fan of the Randall SE, the Survival Adventure Company's bag. It's a great bag. It did tear at the seam. I sent it in for repair. They repaired it, but it kind of made me realize that I think I want to get a bag that won't fail me like that in the future. I should be able to stuff a bag like a burrito, and it shouldn't do that. I didn't even have that overly stuffed and it ripped at the seam. I would hate for that bag to fail me when I need it the most. Imagine that was in my truck. I pulled it out. I got ready to ruck home, to walk home, to get to whatever. And it had that big ass rip in the seam. That would be something I would have to think about, really think about, like, do I want to rock with them as well? So there's a lot of companies out there that making some high quality bags. Comment down below, what get home bag should I check out? Something maybe around the 15, maximum 20 liter mark. I would prefer that it has some straps. If it doesn't have straps, I don't want a sling bag. So straps or something that I can wear as like a big ass waist pouch, hip thigh type of pouch. Comment down below and I'll check some of those out as well, but we'll get that cooking for you. Next one here is from Mark OTB. Are you really carrying dedicated pocket knives to break down boxes? Come on guys, cut the crap. You ain't breaking down no boxes on the street, and when you home you have every knife option. Just stop lying. It's for self-defense, crime, or maybe rescue. I am convinced that 90% of EDP items, I'm assuming you meant EDC items, are vanity. In case you're wondering, my everyday pocket carry is a watch, a big glider, a liner lock knife, a Swiss champ, ferro rod, bead. Okay, and then you name the rest of your stuff. So I don't think I mentioned that you're carrying stuff to break down boxes only. I did talk about the Gerber Private X. This is a 10 everyday carry items that real men should carry. I talked about the Milwaukee Fastback. You carry a knife for whatever you want to use it for. I mentioned that literally the knife that I have on me today, idiotically, I used it to start the fire in my fireplace today. I have a propane fireplace, natural gas fireplace, and it has to be lit with fire. So what I normally do is I'll get some tissue or a piece of paper or whatever, will light that, push it into the actual right above the propane, close the actual the security netting, turn on the propane, the fire sparks. Well, I didn't quite throw the paper towel far enough into to actually where I know the propane would be able to catch it. So for me, just in case there's any propane leaking in there, I don't want to stick my hand in there. So I stuck my knife in there. So yeah, sometimes you do stupid shit with your knives. I've mentioned it before. Sometimes you use it to break apart frozen meat. You might use it to pry something apart. Literally the other day, I took both my sons to the park. One of the swings had bird shit in it. Used my knife to scrape all the bird shit off the swing before he got on it to swing. So no, I don't just strictly use my knife for self-defense. Matter of fact, that's probably the last thing I think about is which knife am I carrying today for self-defense. I have some self-defense type items when it comes to boomsticks, which we'll talk about here soon. But just for breaking down boxes, no, it's not just for that. Next one here is from Baron Graham. Says Amazon has knockoff Benchmades. Would you try one? I did a video about that. They have knockoff Benchmades for the SOC P Dagger, for the Axis locks, for the folders, for fixies. These Chinese companies are coming for Benchmade. They know that they're incredibly popular. I'm surprised they haven't started pumping out duplicates of like Spyderco and even some companies that make their stuff overseas like Kaiser and Civivi and We Knife, and they're making them in those factories over there. I'm surprised they're not pumping out a lot of those, but those aren't as popular as Benchmade. I've tried them out. They look very identical, but when you take them apart, the actual Omega springs that are used for the bench, you can tell they're different. You can tell they're fake. It's not the same blade steel. They're going to cut out the box, but you're going to be sharpening it more often. They're not as rust resistant. So if you want to, I can't tell you how to spend your money, but me particularly, I would just, if you want a Benchmade, buy a real Benchmade or buy one of their competitors, buy something where you're going to have some type of warranty support, some type of support if you have a defective issue, or if you were to hurt yourself. If you hurt yourself with a defective knife, who are you going to go after? The Amazon seller whose name of the company is named after a province in China? Yeah, probably not. Next one here is from Butler William P. Do y'all not carry guns? Honest question. I get this question all the time. This video is on my de-influencing unnecessary everyday items to stop carrying. I get it on my 10 items every day men should carry every day. I get it on like every video I do. So there are channels that are dedicated to showing boomsticks, showing guns, whether it's Glock or Taurus or SIG or Colt or whatever you carry. I personally do carry, it depends on what the day is. Today I'm carrying a Saturday Night Special by Smith & Wesson. It's hammerless, has no safety. You know, there's no way it can jam. It's a great boomstick. But I just particularly, when I first started this channel, I was doing boomstick content, and I noticed those videos were getting shadow banned. They were not getting pushed to my subscribers. They were not getting pushed to people that were not subscribed to me. And I talked to YouTube person via chat, and they saying that we don't block gun content, but sometimes it won't be pushed as hard. So I just made the decision that I'm not going to show boomsticks on my channel. There are tons of other channels that talk about it solely, or even channels that talk about it within their everyday carry makeup. You may notice I don't talk about it, that other big channels like Best Damn EDC, sometimes you see, I don't think I've ever heard him talk about it, or like the Everyday Minimalist may mention it every now and again, but I don't want to stifle possible growth just because I want to talk about my boomstick. But I do think it's an integral part of your carry. Do I think it's a necessity, like something that you must do? Not necessarily. Sometimes I don't on body carry. Sometimes I literally will just carry the boomstick in my truck, being a part of my castle. I don't have an issue with just kind of rocking it like that. But will I do those kind of breakdowns? I do. I have a second channel called Marine X Afterthought. I haven't posted on that channel in a while, and that I was doing a lot of bourbon, cigars. Maybe I should introduce boomstick content over there. That channel's not monetized, and that channel is just kind of something where I kind of like to shoot the shit. So maybe I'll do that again. Comment down below if y'all want to see me talk about some of that stuff on the other channel. Next one here is from S2580SS. You always talk about hero clips. Is there any chance you can do a short video on how you use them? I never found great uses for mine. I can probably do a short video on that, maybe even literally a YouTube short or Instagram reel or TikTok. But at the end of the day, hero clips are carabiners that have hooks that can tolerate a lot of weight. They're not for climbing, but they're designed to hold stuff static for a very long time. All the way from whether it's the mini, the small, the medium, or the large. It just really depends on what you want to be able to carry. Like for my sling bags purposes, I normally like to carry a small that can hold up to 50 pounds. It's just right. You normally the right size for my sling bags. Whereas for a normal bag, I will carry a medium that can hold up to 60 pounds. The minis are more for like my pouches, like a data crew or the smolder pouch. The large holds 100 pounds. I use that to hold up like e-bikes. If I need to put an e-bike, elevated e-bike so I can work on it, it can hold all my e-bikes. I think all of them, yeah. So it just really depends on what you want to use it for. Use it for things like if you go to a Buc-ee's or a gas station or a Love's or whatever, and you don't want to put your bag on the deck, you're wearing a bag, there's no hook on the back of the stall door, you got to drop a deuce, hang it from that door. If you're going to a restaurant, if you're going to a facility where you may not want to put your lady's purse on the floor, there's not an additional chair. Maybe you're going to some nice ass Italian restaurant and there's not somewhere for her to put her purse. You can hang it from the table discreetly. Maybe you're going somewhere where you're going to a gathering, a kickback, a party where there are a lot of people around. You want to hang your bag or your wife's bag or your diaper bag high so you can see it in your eyesight. No matter where you are in that party, use it for stuff like that. So there's a lot of different use cases for it. Of course, you know, I'm all over all over hero clips, freaking scrotum. I love them a lot. But whatever you kind of see fit is gonna work out for you. Next is from Ryan Thomas. I understand the logic of keeping it in your vehicle, but aren't you worried about possible theft? This is called the Urban Get Home Bag. Build it before it's too late. This is a bag that I built for my buddy. So I don't know where the hell he keeps it. It's a get home bag. I'm assuming he keeps it in his vehicle, but maybe he takes it out, only puts it in when he's going to be going a far distance. I don't know. But a thief's going to be a thief. It doesn't matter what you keep inside. It can be a purse. It can be your keys, your wallet. It can be a pack of annihilators. Some people do a lot of nonsensical stuff for no particular reason. My get home bag is kept in the bed of my truck. I have a tonneau cover. About to buy a Diamondback. It's hard to get into, but if a thief wanted to get into it, he or she can get into it. If you decide you don't want to build this bag or build something similar to it, that's up to you. If you do get into a situation where you need to get home, maybe you'll just stay put. Maybe you would just shelter in place in your car, whatever. I intend to try to get my ass home to my family. Civil unrest, something going on. I got 5 kids, a fine ass wife, and we got to be able to just keep the ball rolling. Last but not least, this comes from user with a bunch of letters, which means you don't have a YouTube account, and literally says, "What's up with dudes and lip balm? I've never even applied lipstick before? Is there really a need? Every male in my life, from family to friends, never have lipstick on them. Genuinely curious. All I can say to this question is sometimes it's better to keep your mouth closed and to let everyone think you're an idiot, better than opening your mouth and letting it be known via 100% confirmation. So with that being said, pound sand, my guy, it's chapstick. Of course, I want to make sure my lips don't run off my body. Hydration is first. That's the first way to keep your lips moist. But the second way is if you need to apply some goddamn chapstick or whatever. Stop being a weirdo. If you just want to troll, then that's fine. Okay. But people work outside. They work on portable AC units. They work in the oil fields. They just do shit like office work. They want to just keep themselves healthy. That's a part of keeping oneself healthy. I've helped you guys out tremendously today. You should let it be known how much you appreciate it by leaving a super thanks down below. But you don't have to do that. What you can do is subscribe to the channel, join the battalion. I would love to have you a part of the battalion. If this is not your first time stopping by, well, welcome back to the Man Cave Vibes. Hopefully you're having a good new year so far. We will speak